This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall you are, how much you weigh. This has nothing to do with the combine. This has everything to do with just the tape. How fast? This is literally just the tape.
He's very excited about what he can do this year.
From the pocket, ball batted and falls to the ground. Defense can cash this in. Antonio Williams, the receiver, is lined up in the backfield, number 0. Klubnik across the middle tried to find Williams out of the backfield.
Execution within the offense, simple as that.
Antonio Williams is in the slot left. Klubnik looks that way, and there is the first attempt and the first catch. That finds Williams, but he's bottled up. That's a gain of only about 3 yards. Only a 3-man rush. Klubnik rolls out. Williams again breaks the tackle. First down. Blitz. Klubnik well protected and delivers a strike to Antonio Williams. Great pass protection. And that gave Klubnik a clean look for 15 yards.
And it's not a real clean operation here.
Well, now Syracuse, 3 players along the goal line. Klubnik, he's going to throw a jump ball. This will reach the end zone. A 50-50 wrestling match for it. And the officials, I believe, are saying it is a Syracuse interception or an incompletion. Either way, it's not a score.
Incomplete pass. That's the end of the first half.
And they will say it is indeed an incomplete pass. And it will be a 2-score lead at halftime for the Orange.
You see Devin Grant, 23, going up and challenging Antonio Williams. That was close.
Let's head down to Chris. Now the true freshman David Eziamume is in next to Klubnik. Klubnik instead the slant. Antonio Williams lost the football, but it is ruled incomplete. In Death Valley during that same period of time. One, of course, already this year. Will it be loss number 2 at home today? Klubnik on the move, trying to avoid that. Underneath, Antonio Williams. First down. But in plus territory, 4th down and 1.5 yards. Klubnik the throw for it. There's another blitz. He avoids the sack. To the near side. It's broken up. Antonio Williams could not haul it in. Guess who? Gary Bryant III put a shoulder into Williams, and Syracuse a takeaway on downs.
And who was it this time, though, that disrupted the play? The guy we talked about in the first half, Jamie Tremble. They leave him unblocked, and now everything just gets distorted and turns into an ad-lib type of play.
Team since then, if they can't pull off the comeback. And Cade Klubnik goes to work. Bobbled ball for Antonio Williams, but he's got it. Gets a push and picks up about 9 yards.
That's what Clemson's got to be looking for.
Another blitz. Again, it's picked up. Klubnik, plenty of time to throw. Missed. Antonio Williams threw it a bit high.
Just got to hit this. This is a clean look at it. The ball just gets away from him.
Adam Randall beside Klubnik at the tailback spot. First down and 10. Looking for the double pass, taking a shot, has a man open at the 40. More, giving you more. Welcome, Chapel Hill. Meet the Tigers. Touchdown.
It's on this safety to be able to get over the top of that, and he's not able to do it. It's a really nice throw by Antonio Williams, a guy who threw 2 passes a year ago, 1 touchdown, goes over the top and gets an explosive play from the very beginning.
On the receiver screen to Williams. Got a good block out there down to the 32. Thaddeus Dixon pushed him out of bounds. Another flag. Good catch and run, though, by Antonio Williams. Good to see him out there for the Tigers. Missed the LSU game with a hammy.
Offense, number 87, 10-yard penalty, first down.
He averaged over 12 points a game this season and 9 rebounds. He's a legit player.
Yeah, great athlete. On the receiver screen, that's Antonio Williams. Brought down just outside the 10 and another first down. Of course, came back and got things back on the rails just a little bit. Klubnik completes it to the 35 to Williams. Little receiver screen complete to the edge, and Antonio Williams brought down. Nice tackle.
He's in those quarters that have been bad until this game. You have to consider the whole first half pretty lackluster for this defense.
Amen to that. Pass down the sidelines, and it's going to be ruled caught by Antonio Williams. Boy, that was a dime by Christopher Vezina. Perhaps, though, you're not getting by me.
Yeah, okay. I believe that.
Here we go on 3rd and goal. Pass batted down nicely by Caleb Cost.
Klubnik to throw. Pressure picked up, gets it out to Williams, who spins, loses a defender, picks up about 4 yards.
Safety's not the biggest of guys, but he doesn't mind coming downhill.
Williams on the end around, crashes into his own teammate, picks up maybe 2. Quickly out to Williams, has blockers in front of him, cuts it inside, down to the 34.
Assistant coach even gave Cade a paper that said Batman. Another one gave him a t-shirt, and Cade was able to bring that t-shirt into the locker room with the team. And as you can see, it's been doing really well for him so far.
Klubnik to throw. It's Williams again. Makes the catch for a short gain. Direct hand snap to Williams, rather. He's got room to run on the right side. And a convoy with him. Down to the 14. He got injured in the 2nd drive of the year in that LSU game. Missed a couple of games. Even his first game back wasn't 100%, but the coaching staff said, yeah, last week was really the first game he was 100%, and now you can see the value he brings to this team.
And you see the game-breaking speed to get to the outside.
Klubnik looking to throw. Quickly over the middle. Found Williams. They'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Half. 1st and goal here from the 6. Klubnik. Pressure on the edge. He threw it to Williams after it looked like he wanted to tuck it and run. Had nowhere to go. 5. BC showing a little pressure, and they bring it. Klubnik has time, though. That's Williams. Another big catch for Antonio Williams, who's having his best day of the year. That's another 15 yards. 6 for 68 on the night for Williams. This could be a double pass. Williams decides just to keep it and run it himself, and he picks up good yardage before KP Price tracks him down.
Was right there, and I think that's why he didn't have it. Because watch number 15. 15 plays this smart. You see right there, he got knocked down, but it kind of put him in a position where if he tried to get that ball over to Randall, he couldn't get it there.
Ziamume is in there now. Klubnik to pass. Wide open. That's Williams again. Can he get to the pylon? Nope. 0 tracked down by another 0 in Omar Thornton, but it'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
What looked like a cover 3 shell, 3 deep safeties, and you see them, but they don't get enough depth. It's like they come up at the snap of the football.
11th in the ACC in rushing at 67 yards a game. Clemson had points on their first 7 possessions last week. There's a throw to Williams on the perimeter, and the hit is made right away by Alexander Kilgore, the linebacker. Is Braden Jacobs.
Yeah.
Son of the great Super Bowl champion, former Auburn running back Brandon Jacobs. Here's the throw, and Antonio Williams to the edge, and a shoe-top tackle.
But he's able to pull it down and get a first down.
Davidson stays in the ball game. Here's Vezina back across the middle again. Antonio Williams right in the middle of the field.
Some sort of get fat in the zone here. SMU looks like they're playing cover one.
There's a throw to Williams, trying to find a crease. Does. First down and more, and Antonio Williams down the near sideline. Tigers are in business now, and no surprise, 0 in the orange is the spark.
Yeah, well done here. They're able to get the offensive line. That's like a little bit of a quick jet screen out there. The line did a good job going downfield and blocking, and they're able to get some seams in here and make a critical first down.
Game today.
Well, they're in Wildcat now, Wes.
Yep.
Antonio Williams.
Here's Antonio Williams. Wow, look out. And he runs right into Isaiah Smith.
And number 55, Harris Sewell, came out, pulled out here, and just didn't get out there very fast. And he got beat to the juncture point right there, so the play couldn't get started.
6 here. Vezina goes under center with Randall, the running back. And a play fake here. Pressure coming, and Williams a sliding catch for a first down at the 37. And 10. Vezina, quick throw. Williams the catch. Antonio trying to break for the outside. First down. 212 yards on 23 attempts today for Christopher Vezina in his first career start. Here's Randall. He'll flip it to Williams. Tigers, they're going to throw this. They thought about it. Williams instead will tuck it and get a yard to the 37 of SMU.
Well, they had this, Wes. This was set up to be a throw, and they had the post early. And for some reason, he didn't feel, I don't know if the timing was right or what, he didn't feel like he could set his feet and throw that.
Well, here we go from up top.
Yeah, if you watch right now, that post route is open. That's what's going to happen. He's going to tweak it, and it's painful. That's why he's keeping it warm. But Dana, they've got to protect him better.
Antonio Williams, there's a little toss trying to get the ball in the hands of Williams. Garrett Riley said when ready to go, Antonio Williams, one of our best weapons offensively. VJ Anthony, the tackle.
They know how to get after that quarterback, so that experience is really helping them.
Pressure again. Klubnik cuts it loose. That's caught. Antonio Williams, there's a flag thrown as Williams works across midfield to the Duke 49.
Holding. Offense number 55. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Getting long. No momentum can be sustained like this.
Gideon Davidson, the true freshman's coming the ball game at running back. Klubnik from the pocket wants to take the shot for Williams, who makes the catch. Antonio Williams, 20, down to the Blue Devil 15. Jaden Francois saves the touchdown.
Well, Duke brought an internal pressure here. You know, and we call it the double-A, double-B pressure. Got themselves beat down the middle of the field. Probably looked like they had some kind of coverage breakdown.
Tight ends extra. Well, they took the extra guy out now. Put two receivers to the right. That's Williams in motion. Klubnik going to hand it to Williams. Tries to fight for traffic and dives for the touchdown. We can tell you who the guilty party was. And defensively for Duke, we didn't get a number. So there's the touchdown run by Antonio Williams on the sweep.
Yeah, look at the nice blocking out in the perimeter. A nice job of reaching the ball as he crosses, gets near the end zone. Leads to the touchdown.
5 quarters.
Not bad.
No.
A lot of production right there, guys.
And now Clemson, who just answered a moment ago. Klubnik back to work, trying to equal again. Dumped it to Antonio Williams, tried to, and that got deflected away by Bryce Davis, who is the highest rated football recruit in Duke history.
Really nice job on defense. I'm not sure that ball should have been thrown. He laid that up there, and that was a covered route. He was forcing that ball in there.
Kind of thing.
I'm in memory lane just watching. That's what I remember watching the. I have some of those stills and watching the videotape.
Yeah.
Oh man, alive! 16 millimeter.
10th play of the drive. Here's Klubnik looking to throw end zone and wide open Antonio Williams for his second touchdown.
One of their concerns is their back end, and They're coming off here a little bit of an RPO action, and somebody in man coverage cut Williams loose.
Antonio Williams to the far side. Bettenker and Pat Henry, the two tights to the right. They're going to hand it to Antonio Williams again. He'll try and make a move at the 25, and the stack's going to take him inside the 20. Tigers are hustling. Dabo's punch in the air right at the 15. And Antonio Williams has got it. They're going to spot it at the 17.
Run a little jet sweep to him, but I'll tell you, look at his effort. Look at the way he's driving. Look at the Clemson team running down. Big lineman running down. And you tweak them.
Tristan Lee at the left tackle spot. Here comes Anthony around the corner. He'll throw it to Williams. Does Klubnik, but he'll still be shy of the first down. Quick throw. That's Antonio Williams again. Another first down, this time to the Duke 20. Mekhi Jones.
This is an RPO. It's a run pass option. He pulls the ball and he throws that slant. And Antonio Williams, what a strong-handed guy. Those are tough throws because you don't know who's going to lay you out from inside out.
Football at Dutch Fork and Irmo, South Carolina, really impacting the ball game today for the Tigers. Now Klubnik on first down, and here is Williams at the 10. At the 5, can he get to the end zone? No. Freeman grabs him and holds him up before he can hit the end zone, along with Chandler Rivers. Down in 2, we're in a tie game ahead of 3 to play in the third. Quick throw, caught in traffic, first down. Antonio Williams having a day, Steve. First down, Clemson.
He sure is, you know, and good job of Cade Klubnik finding him. You know, you want to get it to your guys, and he's a dude right there, man. That's one of my dudes. Look at that. Tight window, put that ball in there, critical first down, gets it, keeps the chains moving. Good football.
Williams really doing it. 7 catches, 121 today.
Now they're getting tired.
35 all. Less than 2 to go in the third. Klubnik, quick throw, and catch is made. Tackle made on Antonio Williams. It'll be first and goal at the 3. Possession both ways.
I would think so. Yes, sir.
Klubnik, quick throw. Antonio Williams the catch. First down and more. Out to the 34. Goes Antonio Williams. Shot of the tackle.
Love the fact that they're getting it to their best player. Love what they're doing with that. That's what you got to do right now. And Duke's got to understand that that's going to happen. Can't hear now, but now they got to throw it, you know.
Klubnik within 25 yards of his career high. Now he's going to loop it to Williams. Traffic is there. Antonio's got to find something and cannot. Gave a yard back.
Take bites here.
Here's the snap to Klubnik. Quick throw, near side, dropped. Antonio Williams. Now a flag was thrown behind the play. Penalty might be against Duke. Stops the clock with 36 seconds left.
Pass interference, offense number 1, 15-yard penalty. We play first down.
Trailing a point. Klubnik. Long throw, Williams there, broken up by Rivers as it arrived. No flag on the play. Second down will be next. Still 31 seconds left. Tigers have tried 2 perimeter throws, Steve. Nothing in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Last play of the ball game. Klubnik. Going to throw it in the middle of the field. Tristan Smith the catch. He'll break the 50. Cannot keep his feet. Tried to throw the ball behind him. It's scooped up by Williams. He'll throw it back across the field. Randall dropped it, and the ball game is over on a loose ball recovered by the Blue Devils for the first time since 1980. That's Williams in motion. They're going to hand it to Antonio Williams, sliding here to the left side. He'll get to the 41. That'll be a pickup of about 4. There's Earl Little, 0 for the Noles, tackling 0 for the Tigers. And look at Antonio Williams a year ago, and then last week, of course, he got his first touchdown of the year against Duke, and 6 for the Tigers. Florida State with about a half dozen guys up on the line. Seems like everybody's chasing Klubnik. They'll throw the perimeter. That's Williams the catch. Little got him before he reached the first down stick and leads the charge defensively for the Seminoles.
You can see why Little's a dude. I mean, he just made a great play on the ball. That looked like he was going to get vertical for a first down, and he stopped him in his tracks. That's strong tackling right there. Critical fourth down. I think he's got to go for it. I think Dabo obviously is going for it.
From the 12 here. That's T.J. Moore in motion. Quick throw here to the near side. Caught by Williams. He slipped on the first guy, but not the second one.
Run two. What a jump cut off the inside zone he made. I really like him. I think he's a heck of a football player.
Now a little flea flicker. They're going to throw it back to Klubnik. Pursuit coming. They're going to throw into the end zone. It's caught! Oh, my goodness. Antonio Williams.
Antonio Williams is going to sell the run. He's going to burst and come back. They're going to sell the fake, pitch it back to Klubnik, and we're going to see a really cool deal here. There you go, sink it back. Now Klubnik unfortunately had to move to his left, but he still found Antonio Williams, and he went up strong for the ball. Clemson is pedal to the metal, and they are going after this game, really emptying that bag right now. I love it.
Tiger program. Here's the 1st and 10 play after the run by Davidson, and they're going to hand it to Williams on the sweep. Antonio Williams, Edwin Joseph down the line will hold him to maybe a half yard.
Who is leader of this team today?
1st down and 10. Almost 5 minutes gone in this third. Another 1st down throw. This is Williams. Almost got tripped up. Kept his feet. Antonio Williams into Florida State territory. Blake Nicholson retraced his steps at linebacker to get him on the ground at the Knowles 38-yard line.
4 wide set right now. They're going to protect him, and he's going to take a crack at the end zone here.
Klubnik, quick throw, perimeter catch. Williams taken out of bounds at the 5. Here's Klubnik, and he'll slip it to Antonio Williams, who compared to last Saturday's had a relatively quiet day for the Tigers.
On 3rd and long. Klubnik wants a diving Antonio Williams, who's about a yard shy in Clemson history. He is a threat with his legs. Also, this is Williams on the fly sweep. Again, finding a number of different ways to get him the ball. There goes Williams, the motion man. They get it to him on the screen. A little light at the end of the tunnel, and it brings up 3rd down. Another screen. Williams slipped, and he gets turf monstered for a loss. 4th down on 3rd and 9. Klubnik chased. That ball off the hand of Williams. Is that going to die anytime soon?
Not anytime soon.
It needs to.
They are cashing in on that.
Another screen pass. Antonio Williams, he can throw it too, but he'll run. And he picks up about 8.
And then he gets going.
And now you use a little tempo. They go back to the screen game. Williams with an opening. And a 1st down for Clemson. And they are being very intentional in trying to get Antonio Williams the ball in as many different ways as possible for Clemson. Pressure. Flushed out of bounds. Jordan Carrad led the charge.
You hear the joke about, hey, throw it away, throw it in the stands. He literally almost threw it into the stands. Showing you the arm strength, because the stands are ways away from the playing field. But he gets immediate pressure. Hey, I'm just going to throw it away. And that baby almost gets to the stand, actually bounced up into the stands. Catch it best. Is it from the left side of the formation or the right? And that matters.
Downfield, Williams sure-handed, and he picks up a 1st down.
Nice job by Klubnik as well, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that he's going to go to the seam to Williams all along. So you're holding a safety so that he doesn't get a nice jump on it.
Davidson motions out. Klubnik looks him off. Antonio Williams, the safety net. A first down for Clemson. There's the pressure. Klubnik's hit. Somehow it is caught. Wow. And all the way down to the 1-yard line, Antonio Williams.
Watts is coming right into the face of Cade Klubnik, and he doesn't flinch. He's going to stare down the blitzer, take the shot, and still deliver an accurately thrown football to Antonio Williams, who's trying to run a tunnel screen, but it's played so well, he's stopped in his tracks.
Difference between losing 1 or 2 and losing 5. Klubnik steps up, fires down the middle. And that is Antonio Williams, and he caught it before it hit the ground. First down inside the 15.
Ruling on the field of a completed pass is under further review.
Okay.
So it's worth taking a look if it hit the ground prior. You see it right there.
He didn't have it look like.
After further review, the pass was incomplete. It's 4th down.
Quite another day.
You're going to throw it. Wide open. Touchdown, Antonio Williams. They might be doing a pile of push-ups today. What are you laughing at? That's a big league line. Be getting into some of the big topics of discussion around college football, maybe in the second half, depending. Looking for Antonio Williams. A touchdown, his second of the game, 21st in his career. Second touchdown, Klubnik to Antonio Williams.
Harper, different in stature, but a big body and excellent receiver.
On 2nd and 7, Klubnik steps up and it's deflected. Place just after noon. Klubnik on 3rd and 7, an out route, and it's perfect with a flag down. Right to the boundary, Antonio Williams with the catch. Well, what's this flag about? ACC officiating crew led by
Replay 3rd down. Fusion in their zone coverage. That's been the issue in their secondary.
Fake to Randall. Klubnik facing pressure, throws downfield. It's incomplete, trying to get it to Antonio Williams. Clemson's offensive line hold up against this Gamecocks front. On 2nd and 10, a lineman scrimmage ball to Williams, breaking a tackle and spinning near the 40. Klubnik downfield, first down ball inside the 30 to Antonio. One of the best receivers in Clemson history with over 200 catches in his career. Picks up 12.
Williams, watch him just settle down. The middle of that zone, you got 3 defenders converging.
Up almost to the 20-yard line to make sure his receiver is on the line of scrimmage. Klubnik looking that way. Pressure to the end zone. And on a bust, he overthrows Williams. And what could have been a touchdown.
That time it looked like Gerald Kilgore at safety. You see Williams crosses Kilgore's face. It's almost like he didn't even see him. South Carolina, the coverage has held up when the pressure has not gotten there.
Here comes the pressure. Klubnik on the run, throws a perfect ball that's caught by Williams right over Jalen Kilgore. What a ball by Klubnik for a first down of 26 yards.
You see Clemson wants to go fast. Now jumping the football, and you mentioned it. Under duress, Kilgore was underneath the route, had a chance to make a play on it. It was a perfectly placed ball.
Backfield on a first down, it's Williams. Antonio just shy of the 40-yard line. And he'll throw again here. He'll throw to the end zone. Williams, it's underthrown, but there are the flags. Jalen Kilgore and Peyton Williams down there just never saw the ball.
Pass interference, defense, number 24. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
You mentioned this ball is underthrown and Kilgore turns around to play it. Nah, I'll see how a flag comes out right there. He turns around to play that football. He's got every right to play it as much as the receiver does. The strategy here is, can they get a stop and get it back to their offense on a short field?
Klubnik, one-on-one ball. It's incomplete. Williams and Kilgore, and it's Kilgore who wins the battle.
That ball was thrown behind Williams. So you see this, the DB is in phase. He's hip to hip with that receiver, so the balls are underthrown. It gives your receiver a chance to come back for it. When he wasn't on the field earlier, Clayton White brought pressure. Looks like they're going to play with 4 here.
And on 3rd and 5, it's right at the marker, but dropped. Williams was right there. Ran a 5-yard pattern, but couldn't make the catch. And it's a 3-and-out for the Clemson offense.
So the South Carolina strategy worked. You punt the football away, ask your defense to get a stop, and they do.
Up 6 at the end of the 3rd quarter. And that's a pitch and catch up to the 29 to Williams on the last play of the 3rd quarter. With that grab, he moves past the great DeAndre Nuke Hopkins for 4th in Clemson history with 207 catches.
Carolina pass rush.
Packed Williams-Brice Stadium, yelling at Clemson and pressuring Klubnik, and that is incomplete. Antonio Williams tried to make the grab through that ball.
Here's the pass to Williams, and that ball clearly skipping off the turf, incomplete. Hey, Klubnik now setting out wide, wildcat formation for Clemson.
This is Williams at quarterback on a wildcat, and Williams gets up for 8, maybe 9 yards.
Gives them something else to look at in the offensive backfield.
Klubnik throws on the run, incomplete. Williams almost got it. Kilgore put his hand in there at the end.
It's nothing official from South Carolina, but he's been sitting on the bench for the last couple of drives.
2nd and 13, line of scrimmage ball. Williams breaks 1 tackle and gets inside the 35.
Backers.
On 3rd and 10 with a flag on the field, Klubnik delivers a 1st down ball to Williams. Down at the 20, let's see what the flag's about.
Illegal formation offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
Pick up a 1st down and keep this drive moving. Louisville had scored touchdowns in the last 4 games on their opening drives. David Chapeau with a good punt. Antonio Williams makes the catch, can't get away.
He was a Furman assistant coach as an offensive lineman. He left for a short while to go to the Air Force Academy and then came back to be the head coach. And this is Antonio Williams, and he brings it back to the 40. Well, wait a minute now. Furman claiming it was a fumble. I don't think so. I think the ground caused that fumble. It is not a fumble by Williams.
And that was a 30-yard run. That's the 30-yard Hardy's break.
Yeah, definitely the ground caused that fumble whenever they need to.
This is one of the great weapons in all of football. That's Ian Williams. He's a great field goal kicker. He's also the punter. As if on cue, he launches at. Oh boy! Ankle breaker alert!
They've only missed 81 tackles this year. That's the best in the ACC.
Mason Love, freshman, has been terrific. 45-yard average. Antonio Williams fields it and goes into the Gamecocks bench.
This is strictly football. This has 0 to do with how tall you are, how much you weigh. This has nothing to do with the combine. This has everything to do with just the tape. This is literally just the tape.